All right. Welcome to the Vibe Lounge. Tonight, it's our first debut for our international guest.
Woo!
I know, right? All the way from down under. Had to say it, sorry.
We've got Futuristic in the house, or what we would call one half of Futuristic. We've got Mitchell joining us tonight. Adam is somewhere in outer space or somewhere on the other side of the planet right now. So yeah, like it's amazing that we were able to get you guys in here because we're stoked about the music that you guys are playing, the music you guys are making, and it sounds like you guys are really pushing forward with a lot of really cool, amazing future house, future bass, garage, whatever they're calling it right now. There's so many different genres that are converging and to make this really amazing new futuristic sound, obviously.
Yeah. Exactly. I think that's one of the things we were aiming for is we were going for a kind of sound which is future house, bass house, but it's also it's not really within a genre. Yeah. It's kind of a crossover of a mix of genres. So I think that's something that when we started this project, 3 months ago. Okay. That's like one of the main things we were pushing, and it's just gone down so well, especially because we come from a city in Perth, in Australia, where everyone's into it's pretty much the capital for dubstep over in Australia, and like for dubstep and for drum and bass and all these harder genres. So it's we take a lot of influence from Perth and we put it into our music, and it's gone down really well, which is really great.
It's amazing.
Yeah, really good transitions in the mix. So you guys made a fantastic mix, which we thank you very, very much for making a mix for the Vibe Lounge. It's a serious banger. I mean, everybody watching, everybody listening, if you just did listen to the mix, you already know it's a killer. And it's the biggest mix we actually have recorded or had recorded for the Vibe Lounge so far. So we're really excited to put it out there to everybody and help share your sound. Which really is, it's mind bending, man. I come from vinyl way back in the day, and I was playing garage back in the early 2000s, and it's just really cool to see where the sound has really gone, and people like you, artists like you, really creating whatever you want. It's amazing what you can do these days.
I wanted to ask you actually. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
It was an absolute pleasure to put that mix together. Me and Adam both come from backgrounds where we really like fast-paced mixing, and we really like quick mixing. It's like to cram a lot of tunes in. So, I just hope everyone vibe to it. Sure.
Yeah, it's heady.
I know. I wanted to ask about a track, Mr. Spock. I think it's an old Dirty Bird track. What you were mixing there, or what you were going into, or was that something that you guys kind of came up with originally, or... That was a massive mix. That's all I can say. That was one of my favorites. So, tell us about it.
No, we're definitely of using the old double drop. That was mixed with. I can't remember the name of the track, but yeah, it was mixed underneath another track, and we're definitely fans of cramming 2 tracks at the same time, and it just gives it another dimension to the track, like it's another layer underneath, which just feels it out a bit more. So it's awesome being able to do that.
It was great, that heavy bass line. And just for the listeners, I want to say it was approximately 27 minutes into the mix. Just kind of want to throw that out there.
So you guys just got back from Ibiza?
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah, so we played a gig over there in San Antonio, and yeah, it was unbelievable. Like to have a debut set in Ibiza is just words can't explain like how great that place is, and just the music you can play over there is just it's just next level. Like the clubs over there, there's like a festival lineup pretty much every night of the week over there.
Right.
And coming from Australia, I mean, we don't get to see that many big acts that often, especially in that time rate, like that time scale. Mm-hmm. It's unbelievable. I mean, we hang out for we have a festival over here called Stereo Sonic each November, like at the end of each year, and it's just like their lineups every week blows that lineup out the water. So
yeah, all day long. It's insane.
So that's
exactly, yeah.
How exactly did the Ibiza gig come about for you guys? Have you guys already played there before on your own, or?
Well, me and Adam both used to have solo careers before we joined together to do We Are Futuristic.
Okay.
So I've had, well, when am I? I'm 19 now.
You little bastards.
Wow. That's amazing. 19 years old, folks.
I've been doing it since I was 13. I've been DJing since I was 13, producing since I was 15.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, so I kind of feel, when I explain this to people, I kind of feel old because I've been DJing in clubs since I was 16, so I feel as though I'm quite experienced within the club scene, even though at such a young age. But Adam's had a long career as well. He was doing solo stuff for about 6 years as well.
Wow.
So I mean, yeah, it's like he's DJed in Ibiza before 2 years ago, and yeah, you just build contacts and stuff, and then it just becomes easier to get booked in the future. And it's the same with anything, really.
Fantastic. So is that the biggest gig you guys have done? Is that the highlight of the career so far? Or?
Our joint stuff, that's probably the biggest thing we've done so far because it was our debut set, obviously.
Right.
And in terms of our solo stuff, I mean, we've had some pretty big gigs. In terms of people, I lie, because we got back from Europe and on the same day we had to fly to a regional town back in Perth, up north, about 2 hours away. And we played to about 2,000 people. So in terms of people size, that gig was probably bigger, but Ibiza, in terms of the vibe, in terms of the place, it was bigger.
Awesome. What so segueing from that, what's the craziest party you guys have ever played, or the craziest experience you guys have ever had while DJing or performing?
Oh, that's a good question.
Right.
I'm sure Ibiza was crazy, but...
yeah, that was pretty crazy. I probably have to go back to my solo stuff. I played Stereosonic last year, which was probably the highlight for me for my career so far, apart from Ibiza, obviously. And that was just unreal. I mean, the experience of meeting some of these guys that you've looked up to for so long, like... who can I say, like Will Sparks, Calvin Harris, Tiesto, all these big guys, like, because we both used to play main room before we swapped over to this bass house, crossover.
Right.
So, just meeting some of those guys was just unbelievable. And Adam and me have quite a few loose stories, but I don't know if that'll be appropriate.
Right. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing the good experience.
After, So how long were you, and did you end up staying in Ibiza? You just kind of went in for your set, and how was that? Just
well, it takes 2 days travelling to get there from where we are.
Oh wow, okay.
So we were there for 6 days, I think, but that's 2 days travelling off each end. So we were there for 7 days, 2 days travelling off each end. So it takes a bit of toll on you, but now we managed to catch. We were over there for the BBC Radio 1 weekend as well.
Nice.
Okay.
So, that was unbelievable. I mean, just some of the acts you see, like, we come from the city that Pendulum came from, the drum and bass act. So, we got to see those guys, The Prodigy, Pete Tong, just all these guys we've looked up to for so long. It's just, it was an unreal experience.
Cool. And so what's next on your agenda? Like, what do you have coming up? Any new tracks?
We've got 2 fairly big releases coming out on Australia's, one of Australia's biggest labels. So, of course, we'll shoot those releases across to you when we've got them out.
Super cool.
Great.
But yeah, those are probably the next biggest things in the pipeline. We've got a remix and an original coming out. I'm sure you'll be able to guess what label it is. Ministry of Sound.
Nice. That is huge.
That's amazing.
Congrats. World renowned right there.
Yeah, so we can't wait to get that out.
Looking forward to that.
Hopefully sooner rather than later, anyway.
Super cool.
Yes.
So, I guess, where exactly can our listeners find you on social media?
Give them the rundown.
Social media, you can go to our Facebook page, which is just We Are Futuristic. On Twitter, it's We Are Futuristic. Instagram, it's We Are Futuristic. And on SoundCloud, it's just Futuristic.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yes. I just want to tell you really quick, I have to tell you how we discovered your SoundCloud is that Azimuth has been avid into future bass, and so when we started the podcast, he asked let's start looking for different artists, and I was listening, and I was kind of looking through tracks, and I was had a list of tracks I wanted to show him and say what is this, what do you think of these? And one night we were coming home late. It's 3 a.m. from the club. We're in the car. We're playing my list of songs that I was listening to, and we come across your track,
Warrior.
Yeah, and literally there was four of us in the car, and we pulled up in front of the building, and we literally had to stop. We turned the car off and restarted the track over again, just so we could listen to it. And
listen to it in a good system. It was good.
Yeah, it was so good.
Who the hell are these guys?
Yes.
You guys are awesome. I want to play their music right now.
Right now, Azimuth is
shit.
I'm getting on this. I'm getting on this shit right now. So I'm happy that I'm happy he was able to get in touch with you, and that we got you in the Vibe Lounge, and it's amazing. And I'm definitely looking forward to hearing your new tracks, and
stuff's killer. And also, let's see what the future holds for Futuristic, because we're in talks about a couple things. Hopefully things work out really well here in LA, and maybe you guys can get over to this side of the pond here real soon.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing.
Amazing.
Have you guys played in LA or separately, or?
No, we've never actually been to America.
Really?
So, yeah, it would be an unreal experience. The pleasure's all ours to do a mix for you guys, and we really appreciate the kind words. Anytime you want to get us over there, we'll be stoked.
Awesome. We'll see what we can do, buddy.
Yes, definitely.
Well, tell Adam hello, and we're sad that he couldn't make it, and we thank you very much for giving us a little bit of time and sharing some music and your energy with the Vibe Lounge, LA.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Thank
Later,
you.
Mitchell. Peace out.
Thank you.